Larky, and that trio, of course, adding to an already long injury list for the Cats. At home, though, this year, home ground advantage hasn't given Geelong that much of an edge, losing 3 of their 5 matches there to Collingwood, Essendon and Fitzroy. Jack Edwards and Peter McKenna are our commentators, and tonight we join the action at the 14-minute mark of the first quarter. Footscray leading by 17 points.
He's still playing at full back. Will be kicking in now. Coming down the middle of the ground. Not a bad way to go either. In there was Sewell. Yes, mark should have been paid. The umpire said no. Picked up by Wallace. Drives towards Beasley. Beasley can't take the mark. A Rover's there. Royal's left foot step comes into the man just in front of him. In fact, it might have been his own teammate he kicked that ball into.
He did. He kicked it into...
Bahaja.
Is it Bahaja? It is. Tony Bahaja, the ex-bomber, in that forward pocket. Now, the ruck work. Beasley doing it from behind. He got the hit out too to Jimmy Edmund. Oh, lovely hand pass to Malin. Phil Malin picks it up, hooks it back. Great play by the Footscray captain, Jimmy Edmund.
Yeah, with good football there. Beasley doing the ruck work. Got the ball out to Edmund, the captain. He got it out to Malin as he was sort of forced to ground. Nearly pushed in the back. He was forced to ground and got a hand pass away, I think, mainly to get out of trouble, but found Malin and he found the goal. So 15 minutes into the first quarter. Footscray 4-3-27 and Geelong 4 points.
They need Williams firing in the centre. Geelong at the moment, he's right out of the game, and they certainly need him getting possessions. Here's his chance now. Off the ground went Greg Williams down towards the half-forward line, and Darren Morgan. Tatsaris was playing very close to him. Steve Wallace is caught by Greg Williams. Now it's David Bolton. Oh, well done. Smothered beautifully by Bahaja. Darren Morgan taken away by Bahaja. He's caught, grabbed by Hawkins. Hooks it back, looking for Edmund. He waits over the back. He judged that beautifully. Whitcomb goes in after it. Now it's Andrew Buse. Oh, they need someone to start firing and fire quickly as we see Darren Morgan. That was good play. But he's taken away by Daniels, and the umpire said he copped it in the head. No, it's Malin, in fact. Phil Malin. Out wide to Brad Hardy. He kicks it wide. He's had 5 kicks, Hardy. Down towards Bamblett. He overruns the football. Through they go. Bamblett still got the ball in play. Great play by these Bamblett. Oh, look at that pace. He looks for Beasley. Beasley from behind. Oh, Royal picks it up, slams it through for a goal. And Footscray are on fire. They've moved on to 5-3. 33, leading Geelong 4 points.
The whole point about that piece of play was that Royal was doing the job the Rovers are supposed to do, stayed at the back of the pack where Beasley contested the ball in the air, and the Royal stayed down, got the ball at the back of the pack, and without any pressure at all, popped it through for another goal. 33 playing 4 in Footscray's favour, and the ball back in the centre, 16.5 minutes into the first term on Sevens Big League. Tapped down by Burke, taken by Buse, put down towards Ablett, took the ball high, got a free kick. Played on now, got to Ablett. Morgan got a hand pass and a chance for Geelong. Straighten up his Counts. Counts in trouble, shoots to goal. He's got it. So Counts kicks Geelong's first goal. Was Ablett's free kick. There's a Footscray player down over there, Joe, on the half-forward zone. Don't know who it was. The man who contested the ball, I think, with Ablett.
No, well, that was Foster who contested it, and he's all right. He's picking up Ablett.
Someone else down there.
Might be Tatsaris, maybe.
Not looking too good. The scoreboard 33 to Footscray and 10 points to Geelong.
And gee, did they need that? That's
they needed it all right.
I think.
At the centre bounce once again. 17.5 minutes into the first term.
Yes, and Groenewegen looks like he's coming on. Play on, said the umpire. Geelong appealing for a free kick. There's Wallace, a kick. Up towards half-forward, Hocking comes out, didn't take the mark. Steve McPherson, tremendous strength. Well done. Beautiful football. A hand pass from Sewell. Finds Daniels. Daniels to Beasley. He shepherds. It's a goal. Beautiful football and great team play by the Bulldogs.
Yes, a good piece of work there. I was looking at the player being taken off the ground, carried off the ground as a matter of fact. I think it may be Tatsaris. The scoreboard showing 39-10 in Footscray's favour. And you're on Sevens Big League in the first quarter, which is only 18 minutes old.
Well, that was tremendous play by Steve McPherson there.
Strong
strength. He just wrenched his way free. Wasn't a good tackle on him. And Sulamincha gave a lovely hand pass to Daniels for a goal.
At the centre bounce again. Footscray doing well. Geelong in a spot of bother. That's Wallace coming through for Footscray. Gaining possession now. The left foot kick not travelling far. It's gone straight up in the air. It's going to bounce badly though. On the turf now. Couch again, dummy to hand pass. Thought of letting one go. Eventually, it looks like he's one-sided player, that. And wasn't good work by Bolton there. The ball now with Williams of Geelong. A hand pass to Terry Bright. A chance of a score. He straightens up. He shoots toward goal. It's there. A goal kicked by Terry Bright. Peter McKenna suggesting he should have hand passed, and that may be so too.
Very high-scoring game, that. Opened at a crackerjack pace with 14 goals being kicked in the first quarter. And at the first change, Geelong led by 6 points. Footscray led by 5 points at half-time, and they'd increased that margin lead to 7 points at the final change. We rejoin the match now at the start of the final quarter. Footscray holding a slender lead, as I said, of 7 points as we go back to Jack Edwards and Peter McKenna.
On Sevens Big League, the start of the final quarter at Cardinia Park. The game between Geelong and Footscray, 14-19, 103 Geelong to 17-8, 110 Footscray. Only 7 points between them, and Whitcomb of Geelong picking up. Kicking very high toward the centre of the ground. Oh, it's a good, strong mark to Purser. He certainly earned it because he got flattened on that occasion by Michael Cole. So hand passes out to Hardy. Hardy kicks long and high. It's a high one for Beasley.
Jimmy Edmund sets himself at front of the pack. Steve McPherson. Now it's Edmund again. Over to Michael McLean. A hand pass to Brian Royal. Royal straightens up. He fires at the goals. And Brian Royal has put it straight through the centre. That's an excellent goal at the start of the final quarter. 3 goals to Brian Royal. And he's had 25 kicks.
That goal coming up in the first 40 seconds of the final term here at Cardinia Park. Footscray 18-8, 116, making Geelong's task much harder now. Geelong 14-19, 103. So we've had some great football here today. There were 14 goals kicked in the first quarter, 7 each. And Geelong led by 6 points at quarter time. Footscray led at half time and hold a slight lead now. Geelong trying to get forward. Shane Williams tried to get the ball to Bolton. It's in there. We see the players wrestling for possession, but they can't do much about it. And the umpire said a bounce will take place still in the centre square.
Well, it has been an outstanding game. One of the best games I've seen this year as far as determination and standards. Been well umpired by umpires Peter Howe and Rowan Saws. There's number 4 you see for Footscray, Brad Hardy. Now it's Doug Hawkins. He's been an excellent player. Now it's Paul Couch pick it up onto the left foot. Which way will it bounce? It favours Ablett. Ablett, oh, he was grabbed after he got rid of it. That should have been a free kick to Ablett, that one, as we see Cordy come away with the football up towards half forward. Over the back of the pack, it's Jimmy Edmund with great strength. Loses the ball. Sewell goes in after it. Knocked out of his hands. Williams over to Bright. Bright cleverly sidesteps. Gives it to Robert Neal. Neal goes for the long kick. He's looking up there for Alderdice. He can't get there. Over the back is Groeneweg, and the Footscray defence too strong. Brian Cordy. A long hand pass. Once again, Stephen Wallace standing there on his own as he goes direct down towards the forward line, but it's a strong mark taken in defence by Malcolm Reid.
Malcolm Reid marking on the half-back line for Geelong. 103 playing 116. Geelong are trailing Footscray at this stage of the game. Out there is Williams and Hawkins still having their duel. They've had a great tussle all day long with honours going to Hawkins, I would think.
Popped it in the head there.
Could have been a free kick to Williams, said Peter McKenna, but the umpire disagrees.
No, I don't know if it was a free kick. It was hip and shoulder right in the head.
Well, that still has to be a free kick if it's struck in the head, but the umpire hasn't paid it. Greg Williams got it out to Neal. He gets it onto Couch. Not a good hand pass. It's going to bounce badly for Couch. Neal shepherds again. Couch takes plenty of time. Finds Ablett. Ablett's on the half-forward flank. Could have been 15 metres, but the umpire said not on.
Ablett, once again, the mark of the day. He took a sensational mark here at Cardinia Park today. He's kicked 3 goals, 8 as he goes for the long kick. It floats back, and well, I don't think we'll count. I think that's a rush point. I don't think we'll put that on his tally. It would have made it 3 goals, 9, but it's a point. They need a couple of goals quickly. The Cats, they've kicked poorly. They should be in front. They're on 14-20. Footscray on 18-8.
Yes, 34 shots to Footsgray's 26 scoring shots, so they should have been closer, though there's not a great deal in it yet. Not a good kick from forward, straight to the opposition, and Couch takes the mark. Was in 2 minds.
He wants to play on.
He wanted to play on, and he's now going back. He had about 3 thinks about that one. He's had 11 kicks. He wouldn't kick a goal from here. He'll be hopeful for big Alderdice or Ablett or a Rover or someone such as that to pick up the ball. So they're trailing now by 12 points as the kick travels on its way toward the goal square, and the man was Cordy, I think. Yes, Cordy's taken the mark for Footscray right on the end of the goal square. And he leads, gone short
this.
into the back pocket, looking for Hardy. Dangerous practice. They've done that a few times today, Footscray. Hardy's going to get out of it. He picks the ball up, shoots it downfield, but Greg Williams chips in front of Wallace to take the mark for Geelong. Greg Williams on nearly up to the half-forward flank. He favours the wing slightly.
Well, he's come right into the game, Greg Williams, as he gets it up to Andrew Bews, who kicked earlier in the game. He kicked the best goal that I've seen in the last couple of years of football. 30 possessions to Greg Williams after a quiet start. There he is again.
Well, Malin copped one too as Everett came in.
There's no doubt about champions. You cannot keep them down. How many marks is that, Chris? Our statistician, Chris Day, 10 marks. He's kicked 3 goals, 8, and a chance to kick his 4th goal. He's had 18 kicks. That's how well that he has played. And yet, Cordy's since been switched on to him. He killed Peter Foster. Cordy's done all right.
Yeah, well, this is just about tests his kicking ability, or going by the last kick anyhow. That one's better. My word. That's through. Good goal. Kicked by Ablett. My word, I nearly lost my voice there. Geelong 15 goals, 20 now. Footscray 18 goals, 8. So it's 116 playing 110 on Sevens Big League. Only 1 goal between the teams.
Well, what can you say about a centre-half forward who has had 18 kicks, 10 marks, and kicked 4 goals, 8? The only thing is he's poor kicking. Well, he can play football. That's the only criticism I can make about his play. He is an absolute champion player. As we see the bounce of the ball, centre of the ground. There's Dougie Hawkins hooking it back towards half forward. Bright caught behind, and the mark is taken in front by Jim Sewell. Now he'll look for Beasley. Beasley's kicked 5. He's trying to lead. A good duel going on. A bit of holding going on. Oh boy, nearly a one-handed mark. In they go after it. It's about 35 metres out from the Footscray goal, with the scores 6 points the difference. 18-8, 116 Footscray to Geelong, 15-20, 110.
35 metres out from Footscray's goal. The ball being put down, thumped in towards the hands of Hocking. Hocking trying to break away, does so very well. Whitcomb kicks it up, but taken by Malin. Malin now should move it into the goal square, but Beasley isn't back into position. Maybe he's going for a short somewhere. No, Beasley's trying to lead, but he's being held down there. The umpire didn't spot that. Now here's a kick by Malin up high. Be one for the Rovers, I would think. Edmund and Beasley up high. Beasley, but the whistle sounds. There's a free kick going Geelong's way. The mark has not been paid.
Well, actually, Boss is playing now on Beasley. No, the umpire paid a push in the back to Boss. I thought that he was the player that should have played on Beasley right from the start. But he picked up Edmund, and he's done an excellent job too. There's a high fly over the back. Now it's Purser. He's got a lion heart, Andrew Purser. Hooks her back. Edmund. Jimmy Edmund. Couldn't hold that one. In they go after it. The danger player, Royal, gives it to Sewell. Sewell fires, and he has put it through. So the Bulldogs now lead at the, 7 minutes gone in the final quarter. They lead by 2 goals.
Yes, that was a good goal kick by Sewell. The scores being 122, playing 110. Only 12 points between the teams, but in today's football, that is nothing. We've only been playing 7 minutes, as Peter McKenna told you, so there's plenty of time to go. The quarters have been going. The first one went 31, nearly 32 minutes because of the 14 goals kicked, and the others have been around about the 30-minute mark. Peter Howe gets it underway again. Big Burke stands his ground, got the tap down too. Buse is there for Geelong, just got his footing out of the wet, taken by Hawkins. He balks, he got an underground hand pass to Wallace, who got tangled up there with Neil. Hooked out by McLean, taken by Buse, comes back to Whitcomb. Whitcomb gets a hand pass in, not a good one. It's meant for Shane Williams, but picked up by Greg Williams. He kicks up to the half-forward zone, a bad bounce. Doesn't help the Footscray cause. Ablett hand passes out to Cole. The ball taken away, the umpire calls play on. Hardy picks up a long, towering torpedo punt kick out to Wallace on the centre wing position. Should hand pass to Hawkins. That he does. Hawkins now going for a long kick. It's a high floating torpedo punt kick. Steve McPherson into the back of the opposition. Can't take the mark. Another chance for Bamblett. Bamblett's a chance now. 40 metres out. Into the open goals he goes. He shoots toward goal, and he's got it. It's a goal kicked by Footscray's Les Bamblett. So Footscray grabbed that 2-goal lead again. Bamblett kicks his 4th goal. Bamblett's had now 17 kicks. 7 kicks, I'm sorry. He's kicked 4 goals, and Geelong are now trailing by 18 points, which is a 3-goal difference.
If you want to take them, but you don't want to wake them, record them with National's low-light camera. Ah.
You can get it riding. You can get it sliding. You can feel it coming on about 4. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Vic Bitter. You can get it in a hole or up a pole. You can get it doing nothing at all. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. A long, cold Vic. You can get it walking. You can get it talking. You can get it working a plow. Matter of fact, I got it now. A hard-earned thirst needs a big cold beer. And the best cold beer is Vic. Victoria Bitter.
Tomorrow is Sunday Press Day, and this weekend Sunday Press scoops the pool for the big sports stories from Wimbledon and from Lord's. If you're following the tennis or the cricket or both, don't miss Sunday Press tomorrow. Sunday Press has all the sports. You'll also read what Consumer Affairs Minister Spiker says about your rights in stores, despite what their signs may say. There's the story of the farmer who has collected and restored over 100 tanks and other military vehicles. The people, the sports are in Sunday Press, out tomorrow.
This is it.
What have they tickled, Pink?
I am Inspector Clouseau of the Sûreté.
The Pink Panther's back on the prowl.
But I will catch him. I'll do it enough. It won't be easy. He's a master of disguise.
Everyone's favourite Frenchman on his most hilarious escapade of all time.
One day I'll be rid of him forever.
Starring Peter Sellers.
Here is looking at you, kid.
Herbert Lom.
Idiot!
Christopher Plummer and Catherine Schell in the fantastic Return of the Pink Panther. Wednesday, 8:30 on 7.
Approaching the 11-minute mark now of the final quarter. Footscray by 17.
Hawkins still continue their battle. Neither gain possession here, and we'll see the boundary throw-in taking place. Geelong need a goal to get back into the game. They're 11 minutes now gone, the final term. Seven's big lead from Cardinia Park. Burke hooks it out, taken by Hawkins. Kicked up high. The mark should have been played to Williams. No, the umpire said not. Chance for Foster. Hawkins again. Done well. Done very well for Footscray. Hand passes to Michael Ford. He takes plenty of time before he gets the kick and kicks down toward Bamblett. Bamblett holds Hocking out. No one still can't take it. Bright's on the scene. Got a hurried hand pass away. A charge for Geelong. If Neil can pick up, he tried to crash his way past McLean. Could have been a free kick to Williams. He hand passes to Bolton. He's got the fumbles. He's in trouble. Gives it back to Greg Williams. He kicks up toward the full forward zone. Ablett's there.
Oh, he's got it. Holding the man.
Holding the man. The umpire said he didn't play the mark.
Oh, it was a great effort.
Well, can he kick this one, Pete? He's kicked 6 goals, 10, we said.
I'll make, no, 4 goals, 10. 4 goals. I'll tell you what, if Geelong, he is the man that can win this game for Geelong. If they could leave him one out and just let him run and let him rip, I reckon he could win it off his own boot. Ablett, he has been magnificent today.
Well, he'd have to get different boost to what he's using today. 4 goals, 10 would win you many football
Yeah, a lot
matches.
of those goals, we must recall, were kicked from about 70 metres out in the first quarter.
Right, Ablett, point-blank range then, if that's the case. 25 metres out from goal, puts it on its way. Geelong coming back through the boot of Gary Ablett. Footscray, 20 goals, 8, 128. Geelong, 16 goals, 21, 117. Only 11 points between the teams, and the time clock 12 and a half into the final quarter.
Well, what can you say? They're fighting hard, Geelong. They've got a heck of a lot of character, the Geelong football side. They beat Collingwood at Collingwood last week. We saw them come from an impossible position against Richmond out of Waverley when we thought that Richmond would win the game. And they are really, really turning into a pretty good side. Right, vital passage of play. 13 minutes into the final term. 11 points between the teams. If Geelong get the next one, it's going to be very, very tight indeed. Hocking stands his ground, did it well. Tried to get the ball out. He stopped Footscray going forward then. That was good football by Hocking. He's a very good player. Yes. Full marks to the Bulldogs too, because the Cats have been playing well, but Footscray are pressurising them as we see the left foot come up to Ablett again, got in underneath. Here he goes, hand pass to Ablett, ducks back, he's caught, punches the ball away. Hardy crashes his way through, he's caught. Oh, this is good stuff. This is a tremendous game as we see Morgan go in after it. Now it's Bahaja, over to Bamblett. Oh, gee, when he gets going, you can't catch him. He goes wide to Sewell. Sewell and Bright. Jimmy Sewell, caught, drops it. Play on, said the umpire. And now it's Geelong through Whitcomb. He punches it to the boundary line. Boy, Jack, 14 minutes gone in this final quarter. The difference is, what's that, 8, 9, 10, 11 points.
11 points. The ball on Footscray's half-forward flank on the outer side. Sewell and Burke doing the ruck work. Burke did well to gain front position there against Sewell. The ball's forced out of the pack. No decisions given easily now. Taken away by Neil, or no, it's Hocking. Sorry, it was at Morgan, kicking up high, it was so. Taken here by Foster. The left foot kick comes back in toward the half-forward zone. Missed by Hocking. Footscray coming forward off the boot of Sewell. Up towards Beasley. The mark will be paid. Beasley's taken that mark. Royal went to go in toward the goals. He was going to play on and kick the goal, but the umpire had paid the mark, and it will be taken by Simon Beasley.
A good mark to Simon Beasley, an excellent mark. He's taken 8 marks for the game. He's done his job at full forward because he's already kicked 5, and well, that was purely a case of being too tall for his opponents.
Right from this position, with just about 8 kicks, just about put it through. Beasley, 11 points between the teams. Brian Royal applauds the kick. The umpire said it's good. So Footscray have moved on now with the agency of good kicking. They've held their lead here today. 21 goals, 8, 134. A 17-point lead over Geelong on 16, 21, 117.
London, they say you never change, but you keep changing, London. And your pubs and the clubs just get better with time. I know the pleasures of this city are mine. When the lights and the night turn my city to gold.
Time for a beer. I'll take it cold. Foster's Lager. Ah.
You know, every national TV and video recorder you buy today will still be under warranty in 1988. And that's a very big warranty.
Mazda believe the time has come to create the top one-tonner, the performance power one-tonner,
petrol or diesel lighter top-up,
the sedan car comfort one-tonner,
unique anti-vibration mounting, Mazda,
the precise handling one-tonner,
bigger wheelbase, more stable,
the optimum hauling one-tonner,
double skin, big load protection,
the top one-tonner, the you won't know it till you drive it, totally versatile, fully imported, all new from Mazda, top one-tonner.
Tonight, Simon and Simon enjoy a lesson in the ways of the mysterious East and find murder subject number 1. If you like Bruce Lee tactics and international intrigue, join Simon and Simon tonight at 8:30 on 7.
23 minutes gone now. Footscray by 16 points.
Taken by Hardy. Hardy of Footscray straightens up. Puts a lot of distance between himself and the ball again. Down towards Sewell. Sewell taking plenty of time, but now decides a hand pass to Royal would be the thing to do. Beasley's leading. Royal's going to make some ground. Beasley's dropping back. The kick is smothered off the boot. Bahaja taps it out. It's another chance for Whitcomb. He kicks high. Greg Williams does the roving to the pack, which hasn't formed yet. Now he gets it. Good thinking. A hand pass comes in. Here's a chance for Geelong. Christensen off the side of the boot.
Not a good kick.
Not a good kick at all, and now it's out of bounds.
Gee, I tell you what, if I was Tom Hapey, I would not be too happy at all with a couple of those Geelong forwards. They have been a little bit selfish in this last quarter. Once again, they had loose men about 10 metres in front with an open go at the goals. The ball was not given to them. So if I was Tom Hapey, I would certainly have some harsh words to say, because it's a team game. As we see little Andrew Buse grab the ball, hook it back. I think he's dumped it. He has. A beautiful goal to the little Geelong Rover. He's kicked his 4th goal, and maybe the Cats aren't out of it yet.
No, they're not out of it, because the total on the scoreboard showing Footscray 21 goals, 8, 134. Geelong 17, 22, 124 on 7's big lead.
Well, I hate to say it again.
There's only one thing about it, Peter, the time.
Yes, the time could run out as we're at the 24-minute mark of the final quarter. There should be a bit of time on, because there's been a few goals kicked. Geelong badly need the next goal. Purser battling manfully in the ruck. Oh, there's Shane Williams. Here they come. Left foot. Ablett and Cordy. Damien Christensen overruns the football. Cordy over there to Hardy. Loose men everywhere for Footscray. Dougie Hawkins has been an excellent player today. Out in the wing, he goes for the booming torpedo putt. Malcolm Reid flies. Nearly a mark to Footscray. Oh, good play. Reid crashes his way through the pack. Hardy's all set, though, and takes its easy mark on half-back flank.
Reid had nowhere to go with that kick. He was running full pace, couldn't sight the players properly, and he kicks straight to 2 Footscray
18
players.
kicks to Brad Hardy.
Brad Hardy, 18 kicks. Now he's kicking from the half-back line. Torpedo punt kick, making good ground. I'm pretty sure it'll come to turf. That it does at the back of the pack. Steve McPherson gets into the forward pocket. The left foot steps on towards goal. Beasley's there, and Beasley takes the mark. Good mark, well placed by McPherson, and this is going to be the steadying kick, I would think.
I think so.
Geelong got within 10 points as the scores are now. 134 to 124 on the time clock. 25 and a half minutes into the final term on Sevens Big League. And now we see a chance for Beasley to kick another one. What's his total, Pete? Six goals, going for goal number 7. And
I don't think he's kicked the point, has he, Chris?
Wasting a bit of time. No, he shouldn't miss from here on.
6 goals straight. He's kicked. That's great full forward play by Simon Beasley, and he's been the difference as far as right up in that goal square area. He's a great kick for goal normally. Let's see if he can kick his 7th. Stab. And I think he's put it through. Yes, a great performance at full forward by Beasley. 7 goals, and that's the steadying one by Footscray. 22 goals, 8, 140 to Geelong, 17-22. Have a look at that for a score, 124.
Well, great, that's certainly not wasting the ball. He's had 9 kicks for 7 goals, Peter. You can't do much better than that, can you, with Simon Beasley's performance? So it's a great piece of work there by him. 140 to 124, as Peter told you. 26 and a half minutes gone the final term.
Bright's on Beasley now. He's had Tui, Boss, and now Bright.
Well, Malarkey's out with an injured shoulder, so that's possibly the problem for Geelong in that full-back position. The ball with Malin, but now it's with umpire Peter Howe. He was umpired today and umpired well with Rowan Saws. The ball thrown up at the centre. Tapped down to ground. Greg Williams once again in possession. Loses that one, though, when he lost his footing. Burke gets a small kick away down to the half-forward zone. Chance for Cole, being hotly pressed on that occasion by Foster. Cole now trying to do a lot too, as Peter McKenna's been saying. Tries to do a bit too much, I think, and he's run too far, and once again, Pete, they paid the price.
I agree with umpire Howe. He should have had another bounce here, Michael Cole, but a couple of times during this game, he's hung on to the ball far too long. They have got forwards there. With you've got a bloke like Ablett, you've got to belt it up as quickly as you can. As we see Michael Ford with the long kick. Now, that's into the back of Person. No, said the umpire. That's a great mark over the back to Shane Williams. 27 and a half minutes gone the final term. Geelong tried to get forward off the boot of Williams. Up to the half-forward zone they travel. Socket in mid-air, down toward Bandit. He won't leave anything short. Look at him go. No one's coming up to meet him. Bandit's running nearly half the length of the ground. He shoots the goal, and it's through. It's a goal. It's a goal.
For round 15. And the match of the day this afternoon was at Victoria Park for the clash between Collingwood and...